I know I should have been in touch.
Brother in there, dude? Right behind me. Yo, peace.
Standing, one of the members of the class, Mr. Douglas Travis, will offer us the Star Spangled Banner. What so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose voice breaks in bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, Mr. Pfeiffer, Mr. Ritchie, members of the staff and administrators, parents, guardians, friends, and especially the graduating class of 1990. Let us for a moment compare our lives to a puzzle. When we were born, each of us was given a different puzzle. Tonight we add one more piece to our puzzle of life. One more goal will be achieved, one more ambition fulfilled. Our puzzles are far from completed, however, because life has many more pieces to offer. If we come across a piece that does not quite fit, we should not be discouraged. We should move on, knowing that somewhere out there is a piece that will fit that empty space. We should not try to connect a square piece to a circular one, nor put a large piece in a small opening. We should complete the perimeter first, then fill in the spaces in between. Most of all, we should continue to set goals and dreams, and search for all of the pieces to our puzzle. Let us make our ultimate goal finding that very last piece. If any one of you in the stands this evening have not yet finished your puzzle, please realize that it is never too late to go back and search for those missing pieces. Complete your puzzle no matter how long or hard you have to work to fill those gaps. It would be a sad thing to end life with an unfinished puzzle. Let us thank all of our parents, teachers, and administrators for giving us the first few pieces of our puzzle, and more importantly, for showing us where to find the others. At this point, no one else has control over where our pieces fit. The decisions we make when we leave here tonight will determine how many pieces we will find. We will set as many goals as we can, and never stop dreaming. Each one of us knows we can complete our puzzle. It is now time to show everyone else. We, the graduating class of 1990, should be very proud this evening for adding one more piece to our puzzle. Thank you.
Robert Louis Stevenson once said, "To travel hopefully is a better thing than to arrive, and the true success is in the labor." Today, as we attain this important personal goal on our journey down the road to success, we must remember that success is not one large reward at the end of the road, but a series of everyday small achievements. We, as a class, would not be here today had we not achieved in these goals that have been set before us. When I was a freshman, I remember looking up to the senior class for their wisdom, guidance, and many rides home. When I got my driver's license last summer, I felt I had accomplished something. Being a licensed driver meant new freedoms, privileges, and responsibilities. Today we receive another important certificate, our diplomas. These will also bring many new freedoms, privileges, and responsibilities to explore. We've worked much longer and harder to get these. Although I remember 4 rules from driver's ed class that seem particularly relevant today. These apply whether driving in a car or driving down the road of life. The first law is, we can't go forward without a rearview mirror. In driving, it is impossible to drive safely without the awareness of what is behind and alongside of you. We are what we are because of our past. The key to success is not only to remember our own personal history, but to learn from it. Think about our 4 years here at Pennsauken High School. Our achievements, from getting an A on a math test, to repairing a car in auto shop, from winning state champs in jazz band, to scoring a touchdown on the football field, will remain with us always. Because of these events, we have matured and grown into young adults. We are not the same people who walked through those doors 4 years ago as timid freshmen. We now face new challenges as we leave, whether they be starting in the job world as a freshman in college or in the armed services. And because of what we have learned, we are ready to now accept these challenges. The second law is, we cannot run on empty. Just as we need gas to fuel our cars, each one of us needs a support group in our lives made up of our friends, relatives, teachers, and personal counselors. They are what fuel us to move on towards our goals in the road of life. Although nothing can destroy our joy and achievements this evening, we are saddened by the fact that we are losing part of this group tonight, and that because of our separate ways, some friends may remain only in our memories. However, those most important will always be with us, whether physically or in our hearts. The third law is that we cannot repair a car while in motion. You know, if your car breaks down, you're going to have to stop to fix it. The potholes and fender benders on the road to success need not total the car if we do our best to prevent them. The final law is we cannot steer a parked car. We must be in motion towards our goal in order to guide ourselves. Just as sometimes we must compromise to find a way around an obstacle, so sometimes must we reconsider decisions to make them better accommodate the group. We must learn to care about the future and not only ask, how does this affect me now, but also, how will this decision affect my community in 5, 10, or even 20 years? In closing, we must always reach for what is beyond the horizon. If we attain one goal, we must move on to reach for a new one. I would like to leave you today with a quote from Henry David Thoreau. If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with success unexpected in the common hours. Thank you.
Good evening. Tonight is a night of memories when many distinct individuals unite to become the graduating class of 1990. From preschool to middle school and through the most challenging, the 4 years of high school, this is a ceremony that we, the graduates, have looked forward to for many years. These are cherished moments, for they may be the last moments which we spend with our classmates. Therefore, we treasure this opportunity to reach out to our classmates, our parents, our teachers, and our personal motivators to say thank you for encouraging us along the scholastic road. We reach out to say thank you for sustaining us even now as we enter into a new phase in our lives. We reflect on Pennsauken High School. We think about new life and new hope. On the first day of 9th grade, the faculty and staff challenged us, despite our differences, to become a whole group, a concerned group, and a responsible group. Because of this nurturing, we are now able to close the doors of high school with an appreciation of different cultures and a love for all that far surpasses superficial judgments and fears. Now, as the audience glances across the many faces while looking for your many relatives and friends, you will also see the cultural diversity of our graduates. This diversity blends to form a garden of complementary colors which unveils a unified picture, a picture of successful graduates. When we think about the anger and ignorance that consumes many in this nation, we realize that Pennsauken High School is our power station, our lighthouse of hope for the future. Many young people are surrendering their lives to prisons and detention centers. At a time when their lives should be blooming from the seeds of education, they are wilting from the evils of ignorance. When they should be filled with rays of hope because they live in a free nation, they are overcome by their own fears. Tonight, in the Pennsauken community, we have a challenge to use the spirit of unity that we feel to take us beyond the stadium and into a nation, to close the gap between different cultures. Perhaps our generation will end discrimination by respecting all human beings, despite their race, religion, and creed. For a painter cannot create a masterpiece by using just one color on his canvas, so he must combine many colors in order to create this beautiful rainbow of light. So to all of our graduates of many races and cultures, I would like to salute you and your family. In Spanish, adios. In French, au revoir. In German, auf Wiedersehen. In Hebrew, shalom. In Italian, arrivederci. In Greek, yasu. In Japanese, sayonara. In Cambodian, lihai. And in English, the language that brings us all together, farewell. For, as the world is about to see, we, the class of 1990, are truly a class of living color. Thank you.
This year, Pennsauken High School has been blessed with many awards and distinctions. All of these have given us just cause to celebrate, but have mostly been associated with programs and activity areas that are on the periphery of the school's central mission. fundamental mission of all American secondary schools is the academic preparation of its students. It is our purpose at this time, therefore, to recognize the best in the class of 1990. All seek academic excellence, but only a select few can rise to the top. Unless my information is incorrect, Pennsauken High School has never in its history had two individuals tied for the valedictory honor, while two others tied for the position of salutatorian. And that gives us cause to celebrate this evening. I would ask at this time that Kimberly Colleen Murray come forward to the podium. Kimberly, in recognition of your achieving an overall academic average of 4.0, I officially recognize you as salutatorian of the class of 1990. Wear this medal proudly as an outward sign of that distinction. I would ask that Calliope Pasamahalis come forward to the podium. Calliope, in recognition of your achieving an overall academic average of 4.0, I officially recognize you as salutatorian of the class of 1990. Wear this medal proudly as an outward sign of that distinction. I ask at this time that Kimberly A. Coghill come forward to the podium. Kimberly, in recognition of an overall academic average of 4.14, I officially recognize you as valedictorian of the class of 1990. Wear this medal proudly as an outward sign of that. This time I would ask that Mary Susan Page come forward to the podium. Mary Sue, in recognition of your achieving an overall academic average of 4.14, I officially recognize you as valedictorian of the class of 1990. Wear this medal proudly as an outward sign of that distinction. No young person can ultimately be successful without the encouragement and the support of loving parents. It is therefore appropriate and fitting at this time that we ask the parents and grandparents of these young ladies to stand and be recognized by all of us here. Ladies and gentlemen, the best of the class of 1990. Mr. Ritchie, members of the Board of Education, Reverend clergy, administrators, teachers, parents, friends, and the first class of the new decade of the 90s. And it's a pleasure to be with you, and we're proud of our Pennsauken school system, and we're proud that all of you are part of the Pennsauken school system. I have a great many awards with a lengthy description of each to read. I'm going to attempt to be brief in light of the conditions, and we're really taxing the ability of Reverend Generette to make sure that we don't have any doubt for her. So, Reverend, your reputation is at stake. The Helen Powers Memorial Scholarship of $400 is presented to a senior who has displayed outstanding academic ability and a dedication to the excellence which marks the career of this former principal. The award is presented to Mary Susan P. The Georgia Pacific Foundation will award a $5,000 four-year scholarship. The award is presented to a student who has made an outstanding contribution to the school and has achieved excellence in scholastic studies, as well as contributing to the student life of the high school. This year's winner is Calliope Hasamahala. The Gibb Foundation will present four $500 scholarships, renewable for 4 years, to 4 students. The total amount each student will receive will not exceed $2,000, and this year's winners are Joanne Ophelia, Jennifer Glowacki, Selma Seck, and Kimberly Murray. I don't know whether the audience has observed the predominance of the women this evening. It's a credit to their attitude, it's a credit to their ability. The Elaine Marie Hahn Memorial Scholarship of $1,000 is presented to a student who has shown outstanding ability in music and or is desirous of continuing music as a career in the pursuit of additional education in the music field. This year's award is presented to Gregory Myers. Finally, the Lions Club of Pennsauken awards a $1,500 scholarship to an outstanding student. A scholarship may be used at any college in a major field of the recipient's choice. The award this year is to Holly Harris. Our zone PTA awards $500 scholarships to a boy and a girl who attended the high school for at least 2 years. These awards are based on scholastic and leadership ability, high moral character, and worthy citizenship. The awards are for Mark Ambrosino and Kimberly Lennox. The Benjamin Franklin PTA will award one $750 scholarship to a student who attended that school or number 5 school for at least 2 years. Scholastic achievement is the basis, and he or she must be accepted as an accredited institution of learning. This year's award is to Will Lapazinski. Central Elementary School presenting two $250 scholarships to a boy and a girl who have completed 2 years at Central or College Track. The award winners are Kim Lennox and Joseph Johnson. The Eleanor N. Coe Longfellow Award will two $300 merit awards for students that attended Longfellow for at least 2 years. These awards are for Calliope Pasamahamas and James Menke. Baldwin Elementary School is presenting one $300 award to a student that attended Baldwin for 2 years and who plans to further his or her training. The award is for Jennifer Mosby. Merchantville Elementary School PTA is presenting two $750 awards to students that attended Merchantville for a minimum of 3 years. Those awards are going to William Walker Jr. and Christian Marie Adams. Yeaman Heights PTA awards a $300 scholarship to a student who attended Yeaman Heights. The winner is Tracy Williams. Achievement Award of $200 each to two students who attended Burling for 2 years. Those winners are Leslie Randall and Rolanda Smitherman. Carson Elementary School PTA presents an award of $100 each to two students. The awards are for Tracy Williams and Gwen LaFont. George B. Pine PTA is awarding a scholarship to a student who attended George B. Pine for 2 years. The winner is Sharon Ayler. Pennsauken Merchantville Rotary Club is awarding 4 $100 scholarships to outstanding students. Those awards are for Kimberly Coghill, Christy Henriksen, Mark Ambrosino, and Alvin Riley. The Michael Pritchett Scholarship of $1,000 is awarded to a minority student who has achieved high academic standards, covered with a character that reflects a sincere desire to obtain a higher education. The scholarship is given in the spirit of love and dedicated to the memory of Mike Pritchett, a young man who had a bright future, and the winner this year is Lamont Williams. For the 12 boys and girls in the graduating class with the highest standing, the high school PTA is offering $50 to each one. The students are Kimberly Coghill, Mary Susan Page, Calliope Passamahalis, Kimberly Murray, Christy Henriksen, Allison Harrell, Mark Ambrosino, Alvin Riley, Lynn Schwartz, Lamont Williams, William Lopazinski, and Jennifer Slowacki. The Robert E. Moore Award, Bob was a teacher of math in the high school, is presented to a student who displays good character and has evident interest and enthusiasm towards math. The award is this year for Calliope Passamahalis. The Philadelphia chapter of the American Institute of Banking is presenting an award for $400 to a student who plans his or her education or further his or her education in business administration. This year's winner is Allison Laurel. The Roosevelt School is presenting a $200 scholarship to 2 students graduating this year. They are Jacqueline Gordon and Kimberly Murray. The Lair School is presenting 2 scholarships valued at $150 each. The winners are Sherry Caputi and Lamont Williams. The Fraternal Order of Police of Pennsauken and Merchantville present the William Mason and Joseph Ebley scholarship of $500 to a boy and a girl who plan to major in law enforcement. The winners are David Conti and Diana Stratton. The Homestead Youth Association presents the Ethel Alice Miller Memorial Scholarship for $500. This year it's presented to Holly Harris. The Andrew Kelly Memorial Award is presented to a senior in business age. This year is for $150 and it's presented to Michelle Perkins. The Cherry Hill chapter of the Pine Barrens is presenting a $400 scholarship this year to Susan Barrett. The Pennsauken Democratic Organization presents an award of $500 each to a boy and girl. It's based on a commitment to the community, civic involvement, lasting performance, and financial This year, they go to Lamont Williams and Kimberly Murray. The Rendell Wildews Apache Band Award to a student who has been a dedicated member of the Apache Band, displaying leadership and commitment as well as talent. This year is given to Mary Susan Page. The Merchantville Lions Club Walter Perkian Scholarship Fund awards a $500 scholarship to Jenna Van Stiver. The United Republican Club of Pennsauken presents the Dorothy Strickland Library Service Award of $500 in honor of our Business Department Chairperson, Teresa McKinney. The Dr. Edward Blaustein Distinguished Scholars Program is making a number of awards of $1,000 each to the following. Distinguished State on their work. Members of the Pennsauken Township Committee, faculty, parents, friends, and members of the high school class of 1990. We've come a long way to get to this point. This group of young ladies and gentlemen sitting here tonight started with me 7 long years ago when they entered Pennsauken Middle School as wide-eyed children. Much has happened since then, and tonight they sit before you as 319 sophisticated young adults, each of them ready and eager to take their place in society. And while here, they have met with success. Of the 319 graduates, 209 of them, a full 66% of the class, intend to pursue their education after high school, and 43 different four-year colleges will be attended by members of this class. 27% of these graduates are already employed and shall become members of our nation's workforce tomorrow morning. Edward Siegel III, Matthew Don Tucci, James Valls, John Michael Hino, Joseph Michael Casperson, Scott J. Chrisman, James J. Riley, Christopher David Blessing, Mark Burns, Michael Rockabaldo. Wayne Eric Thomas, Thomas J. Fallon, Christopher A. Frederick, John Sofranian, Scott J. Cramner, Thomas H. Crimes, Jonathan Cuddy, Michael Richard Severn, Robert Scott Willis, Scott Lamont Gould, Constance L. Lee, Wayne S. Newton, Douglas S. Stevenson, William F. Casey, Tracy S. Clark, Troy Coleman, Michael Joseph Patrizzi, Derek J. Shaw, Jim D. Smythe, Jason P. Whirl, Daniel D. Lopez, Matthew S. Lynch. Richard J. Harris, Reynolds, Herbert Lamar Simon, Todd M. Smith, David J. Zamansky, Christopher S. Kelly, Tinakai Akende Evans, Paul Edward Granahan, Vaughn D. Holmes, Francis Anthony Iannuzzi II, Jamar A. Lee, Jeffrey Robert Marigliani, Lawrence James Panzone, Frank J. Baird, Diane Banks, Charles Beckler, Paul Coppola, Michael Thomas Taylor, Randy Scott Jardell, Michael A. Kittle, Alan B. Hensler, Timothy Michael Hoffman, Jeffrey L. Mangan, Adriana Eugenia Gonzalez Monroe, Matthew David Webb, Norman Francis Figueroa III, Takesha Campbell, Gary E. Pettiford, Angela L. Phillips, John Scott Stinsman, Patrick Foley, James Earl Garrett, Brian Goodman, Richard Grant Jr., Bernard M. Harrigan Jr., Gerald Aloysius Inglesby III, Maritza Kazantian, Peter J. Larkin, Eric T. Matteo, Edward J. McGowan Collins, Alvin M. Riley III, Linda C. Senderling, Douglas Frederick Travis, Willie William L. Walker Jr., Michael Stephen Ways, John Anthony Wilson, Kimberly Ann Brzezinski, Robert L. Madrid, Shannon Arcadia Johnson, Peter L. Labrie, Nicole M. Roccabola, Denise Lorraine Partridge, Joseph C. Toto, Susan Evelyn Arthur, Michelle Yvette Bennett, Sean Lewis Clark, Heather Ann Ramos, Damarie Rivera, Nicholas J. Salvo, Lynn Marie Schwartz. Keith Anthony Stark, Carol Lynn Kingsor, Rocco Virgo Guini, Jacqueline Ann Gordon, Kristen Marie Hanna, Rosetta Carita Harris, Danielle N. Montague, Oriana L. Moore, Mark J. Agostino, Tiffany Benita Baylor, Julianne Ciabatoni, Darren J. Connolly, William Weil, Juan Carlos Rivera, William J. Robinson, Rachel Christine Ross, Holly E. Spell, Rosa Angelica Martinez, Lamont Williams, Lewis R. Williams, Bernard Patrick Davis, Edward R. Fritter, Lynn Morgan, Martha Lee Mosby, V. Raquel Norris, Jason A. Ott, Francis Victoria Brooks, David Conti, Jacqueline D. Dallas, James Ellen Curry, Tracy Monique Roberts, Olga Sek Trout, Marisa A. Mahidi, Nicole E. Granger, Christine Elizabeth Araborda, Leticia Alahofton, Janet Lynn Kramer, Christina Lynn Panto, Connie Ray Foster, Diane Leone, Michelle Cruz, Calliope A. Polaris, Lavanya Elaine Thomas, Gina Marie Van Oor, Linda Lee Vegas, Dawn Marie Matlack, Kimberly Joyce Lennox, Stan M. Wertz, Leslie A. Canning, Nicole Lee Ciccatelli, Sharon Beaver, Renee Danielle Lugering, Nicole C. Johnson, Angelica Rosa Martinez, Ann Reed, Gabrielle Dion Wilson, Janine M. Grazioli, Teresa Lynn Hunsinger, Alicia Y. Bailey, Darlene Renee Kavanaugh, Letitia Annette Holmes, Pamela Paulina Nichols, Ferguson, James R. Schminke, Robert Pfeiffer, Wayne Keach, Joseph M. Truth, Kenya Joyner, Ryan K. Cosgrove, Gregory Scott Myers, Salvatore A. Blood, Ann Rollerson, Ansel F. Collins, Peter M. Wilson, Scott Faragalli, Alexander J. Henry, Lena Bala, William R. Reese, Raymond Bennett, Jason S. Hunter, John L. Wall, William H. Hazel, Wayne Fowler, Thomas Matthew Lepotsky, Kevin Charles Miller, Vince L. Mouse, John Edward Pillow, Kenneth Valentine, Beverly Marie Richard Cricket, Thomas N. McHugh, Salvatore G. Bona, Richard Mitchell Gordon, Charles A. Jones, Alicia Denise Cole, Sandra C. Hoblet, Kristen Lynn Molyneux, Anthony Fuente, Jonathan Anthony Schwartzer, Judith M. McCarthy, Sherry Lynn Caputi, Nicole Angelique June, Lenore Iatarola, Alfred R. Jones, Joanne Marie Ophelia, Charles Ray Osborne Jr., Patrick J. Rodia, Stephen J. Wiggins, Joseph Kirk, Dennis Stevens, Marnie Beth Fisher, David Michael Foster Jr., Tammy A. Brown, Anthony Carr, Danielle Joan Davis, Stephanie Ann Ryle, Patrick T. Shields, Tammy Lynn Shiley, Albert N. Stanley, Michelle Lynn Winters, Stephen G. Carr, James C. Barrios, Janine Grace Corey, Andrew Fitz, Sherry Lynn Deviney, Alicia Annette Diaz, Alexis Johnson, Tamika Nicole Lindsay, Megan Marjorie Martin, Amy Lee McMullen, Nicole Marie Riggs, Amelia Robinson, Stephanie Lynn Rashenko, Ronalda R. Smitherman, Kelly Ann Treves, Nicole West, Tracy Lee Williams, Michael J. Alessi, Stacy Ann Patton, Susan Geraldine Arbor, Robert Eichfeld, Christine A. Fricker, Rebecca Lynn Gilbert, Denise Murphy. Aaron Lynn Aylor, Jeffrey Arthur Camus, Heather Elizabeth Camudi, Deanna Lynn Savage, Tamara M. McLean, Amy Lynn Evans, Teresa Cecilia Fisher, Tiffany A. Caracciolo, Valerie Lynn Arrigo, Dawn A. Volpe, Michelle Gugliata, Gwen N. LaFawn, Kimberly Ann Lovett, Christine Marie Miller, Christine Maria Shorty, Heather Lee Schuler, Michelle R. Turpin, Karina Lynn Russo, Donna M. Warner, Christy Jan Hendrickson, Susan Michelle Barry, William F. Lopazinski, Titi Tyree Kendrick, Mary Susan Page, Calliope T. Passamahalis, Holly Marie Harris, Kimberly Colleen Murray, Dana Monatori, Kimberly Ann Freemer, Sharon Renee Doe, Jennifer Dougherty, Jennifer R. Gordy, Jacqueline Gavis, Brandy R. Monzo, Kimberly Ann Mulholland, Roxanne Renee Reed, Christine Elizabeth Seabrook. Diana Marie Stratton, Jenna Lynn Van Skyver, Renee Mulheron, Jennifer Lee Hahn, Denise M. Collins, Danielle Clifford, Amelia E. Poole, Christine Bukaki, Barbara Allen, Barbara M. Budis, Monica Serrano, Christine Elizabeth Toto, Carol E. Salcido, Christine A. Matkowski, Carolyn L. Sidney, April Jane Hanson, Kathleen M. Coppin, Caroline Deputy, and Anthony John Joseph Pocobianco.
This is the final sentiment that we have to express to the class of 1990. We call it the Benedictus. Blessed O you, O Lord God of all creation, before you gather these bands, ignorant and enlightened hands, rich and poor, all one nation, black, yellow, red, and white, all your creation, hand in hand and jaws to fist, struggle and strife, your peace we resist. Of this life, mighty and meek, a bright future, O God will see. Plant and planet, angels and men, with false pride each other we offend. Through trial and error and academic hood, our endless task is to search for your good. Protestant, Catholic, Muslim, Hindu, Gentile, and Jew, when good versus evil, accolades and kudos to us are few. As clowns and pilgrims we walk this earth, help us, Lord, to accept each other's worth. For these young men and women, the last 12 years are through, now eternal Father, we give them to you. Bless these graduates with whom we stand. Bless their each and every endeavor, and keep them in the palm of your hand forever. These proceedings are now closed.